Well, today we are going to talk to Sammy J. Actually, it's Thad, but it's Sammy J of Sammy J Balloon Creations. You probably know him both directions if you know him. And if you're in this area, you definitely know him. But he started with a bag of balloons and a pump and a desire to make smiles. And if you know him, that's still the case. 21 years later, Thad has expanded to become one of the most memorable decorators and entertainment performers in the St. Louis area. Clients hire Sammy J, my friend Thad, Balloon Creations because they want a unique, fun, and creative experience for their celebrations. They know that an amazing event will impress their guests and enhance their occasions. So I welcome Thad. How are you today?
Oh, Karen, I'm doing very well. Thanks for inviting me to be on this program. It's
You are
wonderful.
most welcome. I'm so excited to find out. I know with everything going on right now, we've all had to, as everyone says, pivot. So let's see how you pivoted and what you've done.
Well, I've pivoted fairly easily. Most of my normal clients are corporate, commercial, and event planners doing large scale events and balloon decorating for those events. And since we're all social distancing and not getting together right now, most of those or all of those events have really gone away. But what we were able to do is we've able to pivot to adapt to the types of events that are happening now. We're doing a lot of driveway and drive-by events. So we're decorating garage doors and building big sculptures to put in driveways so people can at least have some sort of decorations for their special events. So we've done numbers, we've done large birthday cakes, we've done characters. We did a baby shower where, like I said, we decorated the entire garage so people could drive by and give their gifts, and they knew where the party was. So
That's
um,
awesome.
it's been really cool. It's been really wonderful to be able to help people with their celebrations as much as they can have a celebration. I think everyone's really adapting well to doing these drive-by events, and we can help them celebrate their special occasion.
Well, I think that's awesome. And I know you are extremely creative and you are so sought after in this area because of your creativity. So tell me what you think would probably be the biggest, most exciting thing you could make right now for an outdoor thing.
Well, like I said, we've been doing a lot of numbers, especially milestones. We've been doing 16s and 21s for those milestone birthdays. We just did a large birthday cake with the sharks who are babies all over the cake because that's what the 2-year-old loves. He sings the song all the time. So we did a giant birthday cake in a driveway for that, and people drove by and gave presents for that kind of thing. We're looking at getting a
Cute.
lot of calls. We're getting a lot of calls for graduations, and I think that those types of things are going to be really big for graduations. We can get classes together or neighborhoods together that have a lot of graduates in them, and we can do large 2020s or class of 20. We've also done mascots. We've done a lot of animals and characters for some of the kids' birthday parties. We can also do some mascots of high schools or colleges to help the graduates celebrate because they're not getting to do a lot of the things they normally would get to do as seniors. So this way we can help them celebrate and have something to remember the special occasion by.
That's awesome. I love that idea, especially since I have one graduating and not getting to walk from college. And then now we're concerned about a wedding. That may be a drive-by too. Who knows? We may have to come have you decorate for that. But just right now with everything going on, I know there's another avenue that you've had in the past. If I'm correct, you had a balloon kit that you had created? Because I know
Oh
parents have to be
yes.
going just silly with these kids being home. And so tell us about that.
Well, yes, I designed a balloon creation kit to help people learn how to make balloon animals. And it comes with a professional pump, 50 professional balloons, and a booklet of instructions for different characters and animals in it. Each character has a link to a video that I produce, so you can actually watch the video of me teaching you how to make the balloon sculpture. And it's really been very popular with people, but more so now with everyone locked in the house and looking for something for the kids to do. Learning how to make balloon animals and playing with the balloons is a really great way to keep their interactivity going, and allow them a creative outlet for a lot of their energy. Balloon kits are available on the website, sammyjballoons.com/balloon creation kit. There's a link on the front page. And we ship them all over the country in a special container that we had made for it. But I think that's something that parents can use to get their kids interested in something, keep them off the screens. And there's lots of things you can do with the balloons, with making different animals. They can create their own special creations with some of the instructions we're doing. There's some bonus videos on the website for some of the more complicated things like balloon hats and things like that once they get to a certain skill level. But the balloon creation kit, I think, is going to be is really a great thing to keep kids occupied.
That's great, because parents at this point can even use that as a learning tool and still keep them entertained. So that's perfect. Absolutely. Now, I know you do so much more than birthday parties and even these big, huge sculptures like this. I know you've created life-size nativities. You decorate, I know, for our chamber every year and do all of this massive, massive decorations. So when you're thinking about the things you just really enjoy, what immediately comes to your mind?
I really enjoy decorating large rooms. It gives me a lot of creative outlets, and honestly, when I walk into a room to decorate, I look up. I love doing things from the ceilings because it's something that can help fill a room. It won't be on the floor in anybody's way, but it's something that's very unique and very eye-catching. And it's decorations that people can see throughout the event as they're sitting and eating or dancing or going to silent auctions or things like that. We can do all sorts of wonderful creative decorations off the ceiling. I love working with themes and color schemes because it gives me an idea of where to go with the decorations to fit in with the event, and also really communicates what the event is all about. Whether it's a specific theme, we've been doing a horse racing theme with a particular group for many years now. They have virtual horse racing and silent auctions, and we do all sorts of different horse racing themes with them. Or if it's a specific color scheme, I've got, especially with the wedding receptions, brides will have a color scheme they want to use, a color palette. It can be something classic with black and white and gold, something vibrant with a tropical theme. But the color scheme really helps us tie in to what the event is. So we really enjoy working with event planners to help create a mood and help solidify the theme of the atmosphere for the event.
Well, I have experienced your walkthrough garden at the convention center you did that was just over the top amazing. You know, I've seen a lot of the things that you've done. Most people who do balloons just do balloons, and they're the little dog balloons and things like that. Not that you can't do that, and not that you don't teach that, but you are so grandiose with all these grand and creative ideas that you come up with. I mean, you just amaze me. If somebody says, can you make it? I know when the Thompsons did purchase the UPS store, you did a UPS truck for their grand opening. I mean, just things like that just blow my mind how you can come up with how to do that. I'm just always in awe of the things that you're doing. When it comes to booking you for these big events, how do they go about that? Do they just call you to get a strategy with you? How does that work?
Yeah, they can either call or email, and there's also a booking form on the website, so we can learn a little bit about your event ahead of time. But it always involves a conversation. It's not a simple matter of, can you decorate my event? It's like, well, it depends on what you're looking for. And I think the Thompsons with the UPS store is a great example of that. They wanted some sort of balloons outside of their store for their grand opening. I said, well, that's fine. We can do like a blue arch in the classic blue or brown and goldenrod colors of UPS. I said, but what about a UPS truck in front of the store? They said, what do you mean a UPS truck? I said, out of balloons, a UPS truck. And I think it was about 8 foot long, about 5 foot tall, and it looked like a UPS truck with the UPS colors and the letters on it. And they said, we didn't even think of that. I said, well, that's what I'm here for, is to help you come up with the ideas. You run a UPS store, I'll come up with the balloon ideas. And they were just thrilled by it. And they had so many people taking pictures with it. And that's part of my job, is to have a conversation so that we can come up with creative and unique ways to make the occasion more memorable. You mentioned the balloon garden with the St. Louis Home and Garden Show, and that started out as a conversation to have some flower bouquets around the convention center. And I told them, I said, you have 500,000 square feet of space. Some flower bouquets made out of balloons are going to get lost. I said, let's do a full walkthrough landscape, like you have other landscapes, but this one will be completely out of balloons. And their eyes lit up, and they said, that would be fantastic. That would be so memorable and so unique. And I said,
it was.
People are still talking about it. And I said, it's something that we worked with together, and they said, we'll give you the space, you make the balloons. So that's what we did. We built it in 4.5 days, and people could actually walk through it and see the fountain and the trees and the cave and the flowers, hundreds and hundreds of balloon flowers all over the place. And it was really great that people could actually be involved and get into the sculpture. It wasn't just something you could look at. You could actually walk through the paths. So that's really the creative process is a two-way street. And as long as the people that we're talking to like having ideas and having some creativity, a good imagination is a great thing to work with.
Well, and you certainly have one. There is no doubt to that. One more thing I want to mention before we kind of cut this off here, but I know in the past you have also created and won on creating and decorating golf carts. Am I right? Yes. I've done a series of golf carts, decorating golf carts with balloons. It's kind of a unique niche, and not a lot of people do it. I came up with a way to actually place balloons all over the golf cart, on the sides and the roof and the front and the back. I started doing this as my own marketing for a golf tournament with my local chamber. The Fenton Area Chamber of Commerce had a golf tournament, and I wanted to be one of the sponsors, but I didn't want to have a tent or just a sign. I wanted to do something with balloons. So I sponsored a golf cart. So I decorated this golf cart with balloons and got to drive it around the golf course, and people were just blown away by it. Well, a local moving company saw those, and they actually have a golf cart that they would drive in parades. And it's really cool. It's got their logo on it, and it's something very unique. And they said, but we could make it better if you could put balloons on it. So I've been decorating their golf cart for 5 years now at different parades around the St. Louis area. And every time we've decorated their golf cart, they've won an award in the parade they were in. So obviously it's wonderful marketing for them, because they get their picture in the newspapers, they get their pictures taken all over the place, and their logo is all over the golf cart. I get some wonderful marketing from the pictures of a balloon covered golf cart, and the fact that I can say, I'm an award-winning balloon artist with the decorated golf carts. But we've done different themes. We've done a country and western theme. We did a Dr. Seuss theme. We did one that was just wild and crazy colors. We did an American flag. We put a 6-foot-tall American flag on top of the golf cart. That was the tallest we could have gone. We missed the power cables by 6 inches. So knowing how to go is very important. But it's just a lot of fun doing the golf carts, and it's very, very unique thing that you can do to bring attention to your brand and
with your logos on the golf cart. People will really notice and recognize the golf carts, and they're
Sure.
fun to see driving across a golf course.
Well, let's face it, if you see anything done with balloons, you immediately smile. So it brings that happy place, no matter who you are and what kind of day you're having. So especially right now, if you drove through a subdivision, and you saw some of these big arrangements that you've done, you can't do anything but make it, it just makes you happy.
Hmm.
So that is awesome. Well, Thad, we're going to end this and wrap this up here. Is there anything else that you'd like to share with our audience?
No, not at this time. We're all looking forward to getting back to a new normal and be able to have some fun events and celebrations, because we're all just itching to get together and celebrate something.
Absolutely.
So we're looking forward to getting back to that.
Well, Thad, do you want to give them your phone number and website one more time?
Oh, certainly, yeah. It's sammyjballoons.com. And the phone number is 636-305-9888.
This is Karen Fox, better known as Karen the Connector. I'm a sales and marketing growth strategist. And Thad and I thank you for taking your time out of your day to listen to what we had to say about these amazing balloons. Until next time, thank you.